Hello guys, it's going to be Blaze91 here. It's time for one last light gun game that I've got in my package, and I've got in my collection so far. This one is Resident Evil Survivor 2. I'm just putting the box on the screen. There you go. And it's overloading, also loading my progress. Thank you very much. You can see some split balance and go, oh yeah, whatever. This is what all Resident Evil and Capcom games have done. Capcom? Otherwise known as Crapcom now. Yep, I can now call them Crapcom because of like their new Breath of Fire game that's coming out in Japan. I'll explain a little bit more after the intro. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica, which is the second game in the Resident Evil Gun Survivor series. It then followed up with a third one, which was named Gun Survivor 3 Dino Crisis, which was Dino Stalker, which more or less was a spin-off of the Dino Crisis games. And then the fourth one came under the name Resident Evil Dead Aim, which in Japan it was called Biohazard Gun Survivor 4 Never Heroes Never Die. Alright. I'm going to show you the options real quick and just show you the background of what I'm going to be doing in this playthrough. This is a game I'm going to be playing through with a joypad. So here's the configurations I've set up. I'm going to be using the analog sticks to play the game. I'm going to use the control type E because it's the most comfortable. And of course you can play the game with the light guns, but the question is, would you really want to? It's because the setup is very unreliable. Yeah, just showing you. The GCOM45 is the worst control scheme you want to use, considering like its button layouts. There's limited buttons. There's only 3 buttons on the controller. Would you really want to play the game with this? With that? The GCOM2 offers a bit more buttons, but the layout of it is just very awkward for a first-person shoot-'em-up game. It really doesn't work. And now, as the difficulty, I set it up to normal. Time for long, partner is on, the partner level is level 8, where it doesn't matter what level it is, because the partner AI is not very smart. The AI in the game is not very smart. Not the smartest you'll ever see. So you get screen settings, your monitor tuning, and that's basically about it. Alright, so what I'm going to do in this playthrough is play through the arcade mode, and I'm going to play versus Roach, and if I decide to, I'll try dungeon mode and see how well in my free time and see how well that goes. But either way, I'm eager to get this started.
Resident Evil.
Let's go. Right, anyway, you get a choice from two pre-selected characters. You got Steve Burnside and Claire Redfield. Now, I'm going to go as Steve.
Okay.
Because of the two Lugers he's got, because of the two pistols he carries with him. Now the main goal in the arcade mode. Now this game was released in the arcades. Originally. Which is cool. There's no voice acting whatsoever. Alright, so here's the gameplay. Alright, you'll find a submachine gun around here. The main with this, you want to stick to those handguns. I want to stick to the handguns. Alright, now anyway, this game style, it's a first person shoot 'em up game. Where you can now freely move around, and you can turn a little easier. You can pull off critical shot, I just did there. Now the main thing that was introduced in the arcade version of the game, you got a time limit on the top of the screen. And by that time limit, you gotta make it through the stage within the time limit as possible. Otherwise Nemesis will come and attack you. It was a gimmick in the arcade version where it kept players from staying too long in the arcade on the machine. Nemesis cannot be killed, and Nemesis cannot be killed, and he encourages you to simply get a move on. Alright, anyway, I want to get this item before I got a lot. Before I gotta end the episode, end my first episode. But yeah, the reason I call these guys, on the company now, Crap Bomb, is because, wow, they really have turned. They really have turned crap. I never imagined Capcom to be making crap games. Well, ever since Resident Evil 5, it's become like a bit of a downfall for the company. Oh well, Square Enix has had it, Sega have had it, so Namco's had some slip-ups, but Capcom? Wow! But what about EA? EA's doing better. At least EA have learned from their mistakes. So that's still fine with me. Right, I've got about 30 seconds left. Alright, you get a little cutscene when you get to the emergency exit. Ooh, giant spider. And I'm gonna end the episode off right there. Alright, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you then, guys.